There is a sentence in the Yuan dynasty Zaju blame Fen Ju, first respect the clothes, then the person, first the skin, then the soul. What does this sentence mean? It means that when we meet a person, the first intuitive impression that gives us is this. People will instinctively have a favorable impression and respect for people who are clean and tidy. When they see those who are sloppy, they will instinctively pay less attention to it. Skin refers to the external display of our physical condition. People who appear to be energetic, confident, and stable. People who have low self-esteem are often more appreciated and recognized by others than those who have low self-esteem. So your image is your best business card. The United Nations Children's Fund did an experiment where they asked the same little girl to look clean and tidy and sloppy. The image appeared in front of everyone to see everyone's reaction. When the neatly dressed little girl stood on the street and looked around blankly, pedestrians on the road gathered around and asked the little girl if she needed help. But when the little girl put on dirty clothes and stood there, although she was in the same place, no one was willing to pay attention to her. The results of this experiment made people feel a little sad and helpless. The world really judges people by their appearance, whether you believe it or not. Wearing powerful clothing can really change a person's destiny. Scientists have discovered that matter is composed of consciousness and energy. If you can use the energy of matter reasonably, you will attract more matter and improve your mood. If you want to make yourself richer and more charming, you need to get into contact with high energy clothing. To change all this, you may ask, how to judge whether a piece of clothing has high energy qualities? First of all, the first, most intuitive and most important thing is that the appearance of the piece of clothing should give people a beautiful experience. The human subconscious is interested in beautiful things. And the energy level of human consciousness, the energy level of beauty, which is infinitely longed for, has reached more than 500 points. If the design of this dress itself is beautiful, it undoubtedly proves that it embodies the great creativity and inspiration of the designer. Even just seeing it will increase your energy level. If you can control it, it will help you realize your dreams. The second point is to look at the production process of the clothing. This includes the fineness from the fabric to the stitching. Generally speaking, it means the hard work and concentration invested by the craftsman in a good dress. You can see the level of care behind it. The third point is the person who wore the clothes. If a certain piece of clothing is worn by a person with a high energy level, the energy of the piece of clothing will also increase when you wear it. There will be a feeling of being empowered. For example, after many clothing brands find celebrity endorsements, their sales will increase thousands of times. In fact, it is the result of celebrity empowerment. Why can the energy in clothes transform your temperament? First, people who are willing to pursue beauty can also. It means that beauty is a sign that allows you to be positive in all aspects. Otherwise, you will definitely not love beauty. The second is status. If your clothes are well matched, it directly shows that you are in a good status today or vice versa. You will be asked to show every good state of yourself. The third is appearance. If you want to be beautiful, you must first have a better appearance. Then you will definitely start to be more self-disciplined, love yourself more, have confidence in yourself, and have requirements. Many people used to not understand this. The truth is that clothing is an external thing, but in the end you will find that wearing it confidently and beautifully will give you more opportunities to leave clothes full of gratitude, joy, and confidence. Even if the quantity is not large, you don't have to buy too much, but simplifying it and keeping classic styles will make you feel better. People are clearly aware of what they want to be. Please believe that clothing has energy. The reason why style lasts is not the style itself, but the inheritance of a certain spirit, such as independence, innovation, love, and courage. These spirits give great energy to clothing brands. This is the real reason that makes style last forever beyond time and space. No matter what happened in the past, please start getting in touch with more energetic clothes from today, because it will make you more confident and beautiful. So how do you receive the energy of heaven and earth? Through dressing. First of all, clothes. In fact, each color has a special meaning. As long as it is used in daily life, including space color matching and personal clothing, it can bring different life changes to yourself. In the Huangdi Neijing, the 5 elements are used to explain the relationship between the 5 internal organs. The 5 internal organs in the human body, heart, liver, spleen, lungs, and kidneys, are divided into 5 attributes: fire, wood, earth, metal, and water. So what is the relationship between color and the 5 elements? The 5 elements can be divided into wood corresponding to the blue and green series, fire to the red and purple series, earth to the yellow earth series, to gold corresponding to the silver and gold series, water corresponds to the black and blue series. The basic relationship between the 5 elements is that wood generates fire, fire generates earth, earth generates gold, gold generates water, water generates wood, earth controls earth, water controls water, water controls fire, fire controls gold, gold controls wood, and the colors of the 5 elements in our lives are in fact there are many manifestations. For example, the color matching of the Forbidden City in the Forbidden City perfectly reflects the principle of the 5 elements. The walls of the Forbidden City are red and belong to fire, while the glazed tiles above and the golden roofs of many palaces in the Forbidden City are yellow and earth, which embodies the interdependence of fire and earth in the 5 elements. The principle of the Forbidden City has gone through hundreds of years of vicissitudes, and today it still highlights its unparalleled kingly style. This just confirms the perfect combination of ancient philosophical thoughts and architectural art of Chinese civilization. We often don't know what color car to buy and what color clothes to wear, and every day we personal character, and 5 elements are different. For example, if a person's 5 elements like water in his horoscope and his car is yellow, and the yellow 5 elements attribute belongs to earth and earth overcomes water, this will have consequences for the car owner's health or life safety. The potential disadvantages can cause irritability in the mild case and endanger life and safety in severe cases. How to match colors when wearing clothes can make us more popular and more likely to win the favor of our partners and at the same time have better luck. The method is very simple and follows the 5 elements law. The choice of green and blue, aquatic wood, black, gray and blue is also available. If metal overcomes wood, then you should pay attention to avoid the colors involved in the 5 elements of gold. Those who like fire can choose red, pink, and purple wood to make fire with green and blue. It is also a good choice. Water can overcome fire and should be avoided. Those who like the 5 elements of water colors such as black, blue, and gray can choose yellow, coffee, tea, brown, etc. Fire earth colors are also good to match some red, pink, and purple colors. However, if wood is over earth, be careful to avoid the green colors of the 5 elements of wood. For gold, you can choose colors such as platinum and silver. Earthborn gold can be matched with earthy colors such as yellow, coffee, tea, and brown. While fire overcomes gold, you should avoid matching the colors of the 5 elements of fire. Those who like water can choose black, blue, and gray colors. Gold is born with water. Match the colors of the 5 elements that belong to gold such as platinum and silver, while earth and water should avoid the colors that belong to the 5 elements of earth. So how do we determine our 5 elements of likes and dislikes? The method is as follows. People born in spring like gold. Earth can produce gold and also like earth, so people born in spring people here first like gold, second like earth, third are afraid of wood, and fourth are afraid of water. People born in summer first like water. Metal can produce water, second, they like gold. Third, they are afraid of fire. Fourth, they are afraid of wood. Those born in autumn are born in autumn. People who like wood first, second like water, third afraid of gold, fourth afraid of earth. People born in winter like fire first, second like wood, third afraid of water, and fourth afraid of metal. The above is just a simple analysis of numerology. If you are concerned about this, if you don't know much about your own 5 elements, likes and dislikes, you can generally use the above method. Of course, the details of personal numerology are very complicated, because the 5 elements are also divided into yin and yang and the restraint of the 5 elements of the heavenly stems and earthly branches. We will leave this video for the time being. In addition to colors, you should also learn to deal with your own clothes. Throwing your own clothes will take away the aura and energy of your body, especially those old clothes that are worn and thrown away without washing. Sometimes they are picked up by people with ulterior motives. It will affect a person's fortune. The underwear we don't wear can be washed with water because water is conducive to all things. Water can purify everything. When you throw away underwear, you can cut it off. The outer clothes can be washed with water and then put in the sun to let the spirit and energy distribute it and then donate it. Nowadays, there are old clothes recycling points in many places. Donating unworn clothes so that they can exert their final value is also a kind of charity. Man and heaven and earth are one. Our ancients said that heaven, earth, and men are the 3 talents of heaven. We are one, and our clothes should correspond to the heaven and the earth. The characteristics of modern people are that life is too complicated, stressful, and full of desires. When you look at people on the street, most people frown and their eyebrows are relaxed. It is too rare that the eyebrows are the gathering place of the human body's energy field, and it is also a place of acceptance. In a place where the energy comes from heaven, how can we stretch our eyebrows and receive the energy of heaven and earth? You might as well start by wearing loose clothes. It is difficult to feel relaxed physically and mentally in tight clothes. Why is it popular to wear hanfu now? Because when you put on hanfu, you will immediately feel when you are at ease with yourself. You must be upright and have an upright aura. Clothes can affect a person's state of mind, and the state of mind will affect a person's ability to accept external energy, because you will receive whatever energy field you have. This is called the same aura. All things in the world contain magnetic fields. They are intertwined and interact with each other. The presentation of their shapes also determines the characteristics of the aura they emit. Take a painting as an example. If the painting depicts the beauty of the peony, the elegance of the fairy, and the auspiciousness of the phoenix, then the painting will be it exudes a festive and peaceful aura that makes people feel happy and eager to possess it. On the contrary, if the painting shows the gloominess of monsters, skeletons, or the threat of ferocious animals, it will make people fearful and avoid it for fear of being inferior to everything in the world. The information of good and bad is good and bad. This is the natural law of heaven and earth. We live in this vast world and are closely related to nature. We are communicating and interacting with the energy field around us all the time. Wearing clothes is not just to cover up shame. Covering the body is a medium for us to communicate with the external environment. By choosing suitable clothes, we can better receive the energy between heaven and earth and achieve harmony and balance of body and mind. The most important thing about dressing is to know the heaven and the people, and let the mind be in nature. To gain stretch and access, the beauty of clothing lies not only in the fashion and elegance of the appearance, but also in its dialogue and integration with our inner world. When we deeply understand the mystery of the energy of heaven and earth and actively embrace life, then dressing will become a pleasure for us to enjoy life and understand nature. Thank you for the experience. If today's sharing is helpful to you, please like it and give me a response. Reply with the way of dressing. I hope everyone can understand the mystery of the unity of nature and men through dressing and better enjoy the abundance of life. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please click the subscribe button on the screen to establish a connection with me. Join me as a member. Let's cultivate blessings. Repost with joy and the merits will be immeasurable.